Hey everybody, I'm Heatonist founder Noah Chaimberg, and we're here today in the Hot Sauce Test Kitchen in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, joined by my great friend Dustin the Diamond Poirier, who's fresh off the heels of some nice R&R, well-deserved after a big win in Vegas in July. And we're gonna be cooking up some jambalaya.
Some KO jambalaya.
KO jambalaya. Now you told me that you actually haven't made jambalaya that many times before.
I've only made jambalaya 3 times probably in my life.
3 times, okay.
3, 4 times.
Nice. So I like that we're feeling it out. We're gonna figure out something new and yeah, a little sense of adventure.
I actually borrowed this recipe from a good friend of mine, Big Timmy Crater out in Louisiana. He's a chef. Yeah, shout out to Big Timmy. I appreciate you coming through with the recipe. But I've eaten jambalaya my whole life, so I know what I want in it. So I just switched up the recipe just a little bit.
Great.
So I'm gonna crack all this stuff open and just get the chicken in the pan.
I'm curious, we're talking about food. After the win in July, what was the first restaurant you went to?
Actually, we went to the after party at the MGM Grand, and then we went back to the Airbnb we were staying at, and we had frozen pizzas that we've been buying all week. Every time we go to the grocery store, we buy like 2 or 3 more. So we had a freezer full.
Just looking at them, you just...
Stacks of frozen pizzas, because I couldn't eat them, but we wanted them. So I just kept grabbing different stuff.
That's great, something to look forward to.
Yeah, we drank some beers at the after party, and then we eat 20 pizzas. Same thing as the gumbo. Classic, can't go wrong, Tony's, Louisiana's finest. So we got the chicken set up and ready to go. The sausage, I'm just gonna cut up into small slices. It's gonna cook quick, and we're gonna drain the grease out of it before we toss it in, you know.
Is this the same sausage we used last time?
This is green onion, Richard's, andouille sausage. Looks like Richard's, but it's Richard.
Richard's.
Yeah, flew this in frozen from Louisiana.
Yeah, the real deal, no compromise here.
Nah. I'm looking for flavors that I grew up eating, like I'm familiar with, you know?
Yeah, right? Did you cook when you were a kid?
Yeah, I was always in the kitchen watching my dad, my grandmother cook.
Yeah, me too. Growing up, my mom's vegetarian, so if I wanted to have meat, I would cook it myself.
She didn't give you a hard time?
No, it was great. And that's how I learned to cook. I got my first job working on the line at Outback Steakhouse when I was 17. That was my first food job.
Oh, man. Onion blossom.
Yeah, the bloomin' onion.
Bloomin' onion, that's what it is.
Oh God, I've seen too many of those.
I'm gonna start off with this. I think this is 2 pounds right here. I'm gonna slice this up and see how much this looks like, and it might be enough.
So this is smoked?
Smoked andouille, yeah, but it has green onion in it.
Beautiful. So I've never had jambalaya before.
Man, it's like if you have a big get together, you can make a lot of it really easily and quick for not a whole lot of money. So it'll feed a lot of people. You know, it's just like a tomato sauce. You can do, some people put shrimp in there. I like to do chicken and sausage, just like the gumbo, simple. Feeds a lot of people, like I said.
Yeah, I can tell we're cooking for a crowd today.
I appreciate the invite, man. Come back out here and cook some Cajun food in New York.
We love having you in New York. It's the best Cajun food in the city when you visit. What's been the #1 question you've gotten post-fight? Or the #1 question that pisses you off?
Who's next? Are you fighting for the belt next? Are you fighting for the one that pissed me off the most is, oh, do you really think you beat him? Are you satisfied with that win? Like, I mean, he couldn't continue. I was beating him before the injury, and just a few months before that, I knocked him out. You know, it's like, yeah. But it's all good, man. It's all good.
That's what I love about you. You keep your head in the right place. Yeah, you don't let it. You just stay clean up there.
All right, I think this would be good right here.
But no junk right here. This looks great.
This is the real deal. It's in here for about 30 minutes, and then I'll start getting started on the sauce.
So yeah, the sauce has been a big hit. People are loving it, and it's interesting to see you doing work outside the gym, outside the octagon. But of course, you have a lot of work too with your foundation.
Yeah,
that keeps you really busy. Do you remember what the first thing was that drew you to want to do that type of work?
Before it was a foundation ever, is whenever my daughter was born, we were moving back to Louisiana. And in my computer room, I had these drawers and crates just full of shorts and gloves and shirts from fights. So, you know, I don't wash this stuff because it's like, it has value to me. Yeah. The blood on it, the sweat, and we were moving back and we're like, what are we gonna do with all this stuff? I don't wanna ship all this bloody clothes back. You know, I'm never gonna hang all this stuff up or you know, frame it. And at the same time we were moving, a police officer had got killed in the line of duty right by where me and my wife went to school. And he had a wife and kids, you know, he left behind. And we decided to auction off some stuff and donate it to the family. And we did that. And then we're like, let's do it again next, you know, and we did it again, and we did a food bank and we ended up raising money for 1,000 meals. And then I was in another training camp getting ready for Justin Gaethje in 2018. And we were talking about, what can we do for this fight? Let's do something. And something sparked it. And we were like, let's just start a foundation. And it's taken off,
Nice. So it's just the act of doing good that you fell in love with and made it a part of who you are.
Yeah, I'm fighting for myself and my family when I go in there and fight. And anything else I can stack on to my back, any more weight, any more, reason to make somebody smile, why not? Because me and my family are gonna benefit from the fight already. Why not toss as much as I can on my back? That's, for me, I love that. All right, we have 4 stalks of celery chopped up. Trying to give you a little bit of measurement, because last time I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody tried to make a gumbo though, and they kind of just looked and saw what I was doing, but.
I hope so.
I have my own way of doing it. Like, I didn't go to culinary school. I just know what I like in food, and I know what I want it to taste like.
That's where good food comes from.
Yeah, man. I might not be doing the proper cuts, and like this right here, I know you're supposed to cut almost through the onion, leave a little bit, then flip it and go. I like to go all the way through. I turn these bad boys sideways, and then that's how I rock.
Hey, I think you're doing great.
And this is how I do bell peppers. Get these bad boys in some straight lines.
Nice. Artiste.
Yeah, how about those knife skills?
Is your daughter old enough yet that she has some awareness of what you do for work?
Yeah. Actually, she told me I actually got in trouble with my wife the other day. A kid in kindergarten told her something like, move your lunchbox out of the way or something. And my daughter came home and told us that. The kid was rude to me today. And I said, well, tell the kid your daddy can beat his daddy up. My wife's like, no, Dustin, don't say that. Don't say that. Every time I go fight lately, she's asked me, are you gonna come back with another belt? Like, that's a big thing to her, belt. So I think this next fight, I might have to come back with a belt, man.
All right, that sounds fair.
Yeah, she wants it, so.
If your daughter asks for it.
Yeah. Get onions, garlic, celery, bell pepper, and you're off to the races.
Yeah, that sizzle.
All right, in goes the vegetables, and I'll put the garlic in. This thing heats up quick, dude.
Oh yeah, it's getting hot.
All right, we got the vegetables in here. I'm gonna add 1 can of diced tomatoes. I'm gonna let that cook down for a little while, probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. My famous measuring techniques here. We're on the right track, man.
Beautiful. I'm getting hungry. I might have to grab a snack.
Get you one of them.
Okay, great. So we've got our vegetables sweating good. How long has it been now?
I would say 25 minutes around there.
Perfect. So our vegetables are getting a little soft. Got some rice, authentic from Louisiana, Four Sisters Rice Farm.
I'll take it, Louisiana rice.
Gotta support the team.
Here we have, I would say 2 cans of tomato sauce and a small can of tomato paste. And I'm gonna add this to the vegetables here. Start letting this cook down. So we'll bring this together and I'll start chopping up some meat and adding it to the pot as well.
Beautiful. Is there a ratio of chicken to sausage we're trying to hit?
It's just whatever you like. There's no wrong way. Inch cubes, just roughly chopped up. And this is gonna cook down in the sauce and probably break apart a little bit and soften up as well, Time to add the sausage in here.
I like how heavy Louisiana food is. It's like
Very, yeah.
fuels you up, right?
For sure. For days.
Yeah, you gotta work it off.
The good thing is, most people making a living in Louisiana are working it off, Hard, it's a lot of labor out there.
It shows through the food, like it's a clue to the culture.
Yeah, right.
So at what point are we getting a little KO in the mix?
I think now's a great time.
All right. That's why you're the boss.
KO Jambalaya, baby.
I love that.
Last time spice it up nice.
It was Diamond Gumbo, now KO Jambalaya.
And as soon as the rice is ready, we're gonna mix this up.
And what's this?
This is just a little bit of chicken base, kind of like bouillon cubes, but in a liquid form. It mixes a little easier. I'm gonna put around 2 tablespoons of this in there. Just really bring a strong chicken flavor to it. Fill this pot up here. Fluffy. That's all good. And we'll just start folding this sauce in when it looks like it's about ready. We'll start off with this. We'll start off there and start mixing this and see
good.
how, yeah.
You trying to hit just the right consistency?
Yeah. You want it wet, but you don't want it to be like a gumbo. With the jambalaya, you have to have the right like sauce to rice ratio.
That looks amazing. I love the consistency you have here where it's kind of holding its own form. So it's not soupy, it's not flowing together, but it is totally all wet.
And that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, it's great. But you never disappoint.
I hope so. You gotta dig in. I don't want any pockets of rice or nothing.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Wow.
Right.
Oh my God.
Classic. The KO sauce, I can taste on the back end, but it's not overwhelming. It's like the right amount of spice.
True, that's the ghost. That's what you say, the back
a little
end.
Smoky.
You get all the flavor of the jambalaya first, and then you just get a little finish.
Now this is perfect, man. This is perfect.
Dustin, thank you so much. Another delicious meal. I can't tell you how much I appreciate every time you come to town. I learn something new, and I have the best dinner. But I gotta ask you before you go, just one thing. Can I put it on?
You have been dubbed.
Sleepy Mac. Is this okay? Like, can we use this?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Why not? I knocked his ass out.
I just met somebody else wearing it besides you.